Hello everyone, this is Cynthia the Intuitive Stitcher. It has been a while, but I will explain later in the video. I will be telling you about help that my neighbor needed. That was quite an ordeal. Also, I went on a little trip out to the West Coast, and I did just come back from a retreat. Not come back, it was local, but that ended yesterday. So I will get into all of that at the end in case you're not interested in hearing about that. So welcome to my channel. Again, my name is Cynthia. I am the Intuitive Stitcher. This is Flosstube number 77, and today is Monday, August the 10th, 2026. And I don't have my water, so let's hope that the coughing doesn't start. So thank you for joining me. If you are new to my channel, I hope that you like the projects that I show you. And also, I want to thank all of my viewers and subscribers for continuing to watch. I do enjoy when you hit the like button and leave a comment. I do enjoy that. And if I ever do not reply to your comment, please email me. That's always in the description box, and let me know, just in case I've missed something. So again, thank you for joining me. And to start, we're going to get into my WIPs. I don't have a lot done because there was a lot going on these last 2 weeks, maybe more. So I do not have a lot of WIPs, but I did get a lot done. So, and I hope you can hear me okay. Please let me know if you can't. So I did giveaways, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to share the giveaway winners. So the first one that I showed, actually it's number 2, giveaway number 2, and you were to say either number 1 or number 2 in the comment section if you were interested in the giveaways. So this is number 2. It's the Chloe Lincoln Sampler by Sheepish Antiques. I'll show that to you. And right there's the name of the winner. It is Mar B3942. And Mar B3942, I think I do have your email address, but I mean your physical address, but you know my email. Send it to me just in case you moved, and I can send this out to you quickly. And number 1 was to just put the number 1 in your comments, and the winner of Ellen Greenwood Sampler is Bonnie Sheffer. And that's that one. So Bonnie, again, I'm going to just ask, it's easier for me if you email me with your address. I know that I have it, but it's just easier. I need to get like a Rolodex, like back in the old days when I was a secretary and I had that Rolodex on my desk. That was when I worked at a church. We had the members, you know, and, you know, people who would help us out. And I remember the Rolodex on my desk, and I just flip it to the right, you know, last name. And there was their phone number. So Bonnie, do that for me too. And thank you. Now, let's get into my WIPs. So I hope this doesn't fall over because it did fall over one time. I don't have a box to put it in, so it's kind of all piled high. So I did work on, and I looked back and I did not show this last Flosstube. This is Halloween 1. This one. This is by Lemon Tree Needleworks. And I'm just at the very top. So all you're going to see is black. But I did work on this because I thought I'd include this with my Heaven and Earth designs because this is another full coverage piece. So I'm just working across, and I'm going across about halfway, or I don't think it's a quarter of the way. I think it's about halfway. So this is where I am. So you're not going to see much. And where it's blank, I did fill in, but there's a few blanks here. And I'm using 3 colors for this, not just black 310, but I'm also using 3371 and 934. And this is on 18 count easy grid or easy guide, however you pronounce it. So I did get some more rows done, and I'm almost near the moon. So I will pick up part of the moon if I keep doing it this way. I don't know why. I don't want to go all the way across, and I can't tell you why, because I don't know. So that's the way that I am doing that one right now. Then also, I think you're going to really enjoy seeing this one. This is the round robin that 7 of us are working on. We're all local. So we did finish the first motif that we're supposed to do on our own piece. This is Quaker Gardens, and this is Hello from Liz Mathews Design. That is the photo. And I got the first section done. So we all seven of us have the first section finished. Let me get my board. And I am going to attach it so that you can see the whole thing. So the next thing we're going to be doing is, put it up the right way. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to get together later this month, and we are going to talk about the second motif that we're doing. So we're going to switch. Somebody will get this piece, my piece, and I'm sorry this is taking so long. This is not working out very well. So another stitcher in our group will get my piece, and I will get somebody else's. And then that's what we're going to do for the next several weeks, I think into September, I'm not sure. My friend Chris, who picked the motif that we were doing for the stitch along of Winter Rose Manor, she's also running this. So let me show you. It's all finished. My initials are here. Chris marked the pattern up so that we knew what we were doing. There were actually 2 motifs here, but Chris decided that we should put our own initials there. And then on each motif, she has a space. She's going to create a space, she has already, for all of us to put our initials. So let me explain that in a minute. But I do want you to see the whole thing. So that's it. It's very pretty. And so what we're going to do is when we pass it on, we'll have time to work on the second motif, which is going to be this one. I don't remember where we will put our initials. Like I will have someone else's piece. I will do this motif and I will add my initials somewhere around this motif. I have the paper here, but I'm not going to get it out. So that's what we're all going to do. And then again, when we're done, we all pass it at the same time. So it's called a round robin. And yeah. So I am working this on fabric called A Star is Born by Grace Notes Fabrics. It is Lugana. It is 28 count. And the color that I'm using on this is DMC 792. I hope you can see it, because I can't, I don't know, I can't see it. So that's just a little bit closer for you. Very pretty. And I will look again to make sure that I did not make any mistakes, or that, well, that I didn't miss something. That's what I mean, that I did not miss a stitch or stitches. And I did look it over, but you know how that is. When we look at our own piece, sometimes we don't see things. So, but I will look at it again. Okay, the next thing I worked on, and I did finish that at retreat this weekend, and I also worked on this at the retreat. It was a Grace Notes Fabrics retreat locally here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I don't live far from there. So this is Quaker Gardens. That was that one. Now I'm doing the Hands Across the Sea samplers. This is EM and LM 1885. Bristol Orphanage sampler number 06. And on this one, I am using 40 count vanilla latte from Be Stitch Me. And I did 2 letters, not just one. I did 2 this time. And the called for DMC is 321, which is what I'm using. So I did the letter E and F. So I have A, B, C, D, E, and F. Very pretty, and I do like the color it's called for. I do like that. And let me show you the pattern so you can see the alphabet on here. A, B, C, D, E, F is what I've done. So the next one I want to do is H and maybe the I. So I like working on this. It goes pretty quick too. I'm not a fan of linen, but on a piece like this that's so old-fashioned and antique, I'm doing this on linen. So there are a few pieces that I have that are on linen. I'd rather work on even weave. I'm kind of getting away from Aida, which is what I always use because that's what we used when I was growing up. I was probably 15 when I started to cross stitch, and that's all they had was Aida or stamped. I do have stamped pieces. They are actually, let me lean over here because this is stuck. The stamped pieces that I have 2, and they're bedspreads because my mother's neighbor quilted and she got the stamped bedspreads. That you cut the pieces apart and you cross stitch the stamped part, and then what she did was she quilted them and put them all together. She made beautiful quilts, but I always went over to her house and to see what she was working on. So I ended up buying 2 quilt tops for a bedspread, and they were fun, and I did enjoy working on stamped. I think about it now that, you know, I should pull them out because I really did like them. And I had my granddaughter helping me with that. She enjoyed stitching on the stamped cross stitch. So yeah, she was little then. So anyway, the next piece I have is something that I bought and I didn't buy it. You know how if you go to a retreat, if you know that if anyone's been on a retreat, there's always a table where people bring in what they don't want to use, patterns that they don't want anymore. And I saw this. It's another alphabet. I don't know what's going on with me, but it's called, I can't read backwards, Cherry ABC. So I did pick it up. I think it's adorable. I did start it at retreat because we got a door prize ticket if we started something new. So I saw this on Thursday or Friday, and yeah, I think it was Thursday, and I started it on Friday or Saturday, one of those days. Now, everything was in this packet. The floss, which I do not know the color. It might say it on here. It just says embroidery floss. There's 14 count Aida cloth, which I didn't want to work on because it's so stiff. So I received this fabric called Corn Silk. I think it's Corn Silk. Yes, it's Grace Notes Fabrics Corn Silk. Lugana 32 count. And then this thread, which is a red color. And that's where I am. And I'll show you the pattern again so that you can see exactly where I am. I started up here in the left corner. Corn Silk has just a tiny, tiny bit of modeling, but not a lot. You can't see it. If you look hard enough, you'll see the modeling, but really you can't. So this is where I am. I started a little bit up here and did just a little bit of that. I really wanted to finish the A. But that didn't happen. So it's okay. I'm going to work on it here. So I really do like it. It's very pretty. That's that one. Now that's all I worked on because the last 2 weeks have been very hectic with things going on that were beyond my control. Well, with my neighbor, that just took pretty much precedence over everything. Yeah. And that's it for the WIPs. New start, giveaway. So now I'm going to get into life. Neighbor, San Diego, and the retreat. So that's what I'm going to talk about now. Let me talk first about the Grace Notes retreat because that was this weekend from Thursday to Sunday. And we always get a bag at Well, if you're done watching me, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Next time, I'm hoping to have more WIPs to show because things are quieting down. And believe it or not, school is starting in 2 weeks. So, yeah, things are settling down a bit. And I know they'll pick up again with sports and school. So, thank you for watching if you're going to tune out now. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me an email, which will be in the description box. And yeah, so thank you for watching. And I hope that you enjoyed seeing all of my projects. So the retreat, I'll get into that first. So Grace Notes Retreats, this is my 3rd year. They've done 4 years. And we always get a bag. So this one is yellow with purple writing. So, and I'm only doing a little bit of what was in our bag. I'm not doing a whole lot. We also had a guest appearance from Teresa Vignette. I think that's how you pronounce her name, Kitten Stitcher, Teresa. And she's also Shakespeare's Peddler. She stopped in because she's also local. So she stopped by to talk a little bit, to sign her autograph on some of the patterns that people purchased there. And she did take pictures with people. So that was nice that she stopped by for a little bit to sign ladies' patterns. In our swag bag was something from her, and it was this pattern called Hope. And it says, hope, the balm of human life, so every misfortune so soothed. Okay, it's hard to read because the lettering is like old-fashioned. Hope, the balm of human life, soothes every misfortune. So that's what we had in our swag bag from Grace Notes. Just a few other things. A zippered pouch, which I love. Everything was yellow because it was themed around the bees. We got for our glasses. And pens and scissors. We got the Grace Notes. Always, every year we get a Grace Notes Fabrics pen. It's kind of peachy color. Scissor. And we got a straw with sunflowers on it. flowers. It's one of the hard straws, which is nice. Keep that out. This is yellow for a bee theme. We also got a little yellow, I like these bags. Sometimes if I meet up with friends and I have something for them, I'll even fill it with little snack-sized candies just to give to people. But we did have needle minder. Honeycomb. That says it's 2026 on it. Let me show you. I didn't take it out of the... It's a honeycomb. So you saw it better before. I didn't really take anything out yet. And then we got a Grace Notes Retreat 2026. One of these cards that you can put your project name on it and what was used for that project. So, yeah, fabric count, fabric name. And then we always get what Grace Notes calls their floss tones. It's their floss, and it's hand-dyed cotton floss. We got 5 yards. This one is called Michael. I want to make sure you can see it. Hold it up against here. It's like a gold color. It's very pretty. Well, that doesn't do anything for you. It's just like a brown gold color. That's it. So it's pretty. Very pretty. And then in our bag was one of these. We have an Aldi's here for groceries. And when you take a shopping cart, you put your quarter in and you can take your shopping cart. And when you leave the store, you put your shopping cart back and you get your quarter back. Well, you don't have to use a quarter with these. I didn't know these were even something available, but it's called a cart keeper. Little legs. You put this in the slot where the quarter goes for your shopping cart. And then when you're done and you put your cart, because they don't get the quarter, you keep your quarter. You take your cart back and you pull your quarter. It snaps in, your quarter pops back out. So they're not getting the money. It's your quarter. You put it in when you go into the store and you remove it when you come out of the store. So it's always your quarter. But I thought this was cute and I'm going to try it when I go to Aldi's. Then we had a coupon in our swag bag for a free fat quarter of anything that we wanted from Grace Notes. So I chose purple because I don't really have in my stash anything purple. I do like Lugana, so I chose Lugana. And my fat quarter is 25 count. Purple Mountain Majesty, and this is it. You cannot tell the color. Maybe you can. It is purple. It is beautiful. Sometimes for our stitch-ins that Grace Notes Fabrics, the owner is Corinne. When we get together for a small weekend stitch-in, I usually sort her fabric for her before everyone comes in, and it's very small. It's like 25 people. I usually sort her fabric, and I love everything that she has. And she always laughs at me because all she hears is, oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. Because all of them are so pretty. So maybe you can see it better here. So it is purple. It's very pretty. So I will find something to stitch on this piece. I have an Easter that I bought maybe 2 months ago, an Easter piece. This might be perfect for that Easter pattern. And I think I showed that in my last Flosstube. Now I did buy something. Everyone knows I love my black cats. It's a tin. And I thought what I'm going to do is I stitch in a lazy boy rocking chair, and there's a table beside that chair. And instead of having like my scissors on it and my needle threader on it and my extra eyeglasses on it and pens, I'm going to put everything in here. That way when I'm done I can close it up. It's hidden and that's what I see. So we have a cat at the shelter. Well, we have black cats, but the cat that I adore has gold eyes, but this has green eyes. So yeah, it's fine. Now, door prize. I want a door prize. And I know this is 2026, but I wanted it because I don't care about the year. Some of you might know about this, but I just wanted this because, let me just show you, let's see, September. Well, let's show you August. So this is for August. There's little dots there that you can do graphing paper with. You can graph something. And then it has this. And it has this. So I will use it. It has stitch counting challenge. And then this Stitch-O board. And should I save this for next year? Because there's a calendar on, but I can always change the dates. You know, I can go through it and change the dates with white out. That's one page, and this is another page. What should I do? Should I start using it now for the month of August? We don't have many months left in the year. Here's a WIP report card. Look at that. That I don't do well. So it's not going to be very full. And a monthly progress and finishes. Well, that's going to be, unless I really think, geez, if I really go with stitching, you guys are going to be so surprised. So there's a lot here. I'm not going to go through all of August. So let me know if you think I should just start it now in August, or wait till next year and just change the dates. I can do that. So last purchase is from Hand Dyes by Jim. For my not Heaven and Earth. Yes, for my Heaven and Earth designs, I had two projects that I need to start. So Jim and Allison, if you know them, were in Exton near King of Prussia last weekend. And I had won a Facebook prize, which was a $100 gift card. So I needed this Weigart easy count grid Lugana 25 count. One is 36 by 38, one is 27 by 38, and it's the gridded fabric. So, and that is going to be for, I showed you before, I'm sorry I have to open it up because I didn't open it. Today was my day home, and I was so happy to be at home and really have nothing to do. I straightened up, and you know, I haven't been here much except to sleep since I got home from San Diego. So the gridded fabric one is for this. I didn't enlarge this one. I just got them out of the bag to show you about the gridded fabric. This is Sal 2026 Amy Sanctuary of Stitching exclusive by Amy Stewart. The other one I'm working on, I did reprint that. It's full size now. That is for Whispers of Wishes. So when I stitch on that, I'll show you a better picture. Maybe I can get a better picture of these two. And that's the next one that I'm going to be using, the Easy Grid or Easy Guide. And that's that. 1,000, I can't read backwards, 1,000 Goal in the Sewing Room by Charlotte Bird. So I can start those. And I think that's it for retreat things and purchases that I made. Okay, San Diego, we're going to backtrack. I needed that trip because I was overwhelmed with helping out my neighbor. She needed my help, but San Diego was perfect for me to get away. Went with my daughter and my granddaughters. My daughter has been there twice. She does like to take her girls there, my granddaughters, to places that she's been and they have not been. If you remember last year, we went to Jamaica, and then this year she wanted to take them to San Diego, and what a nice trip. It's just beautiful in San Diego. If any of my viewers live in San Diego, oh, my daughter wants to move. It is so beautiful out there. I met my cousin, who I had not seen in 14 years, her husband and her daughter and my granddaughters had a great time talking about school and college. And it was just nice to be with my cousin again, talking with her. So she met us almost halfway. We hadn't met for breakfast, so it was good to see them. And when I got back, we did a lot of walking. When I got back, someone asked me what my favorite part was. Now I'm getting warm. Hold on. I should have my fan over here. It is humid today. It's been humid here. Not out there. They thought it was humid, but we're like, oh my gosh, this is so much different than the East Coast. Someone asked me what my favorite part about the trip was, and I said, seeing my daughter and my granddaughters like commiserate, like where are we going to go to eat, and I didn't interrupt. I just thought, if I can't eat something, I'll order something else off the menu, or, it all worked out well. But to watch them together and, taking pictures of each other, and that was the best part for me, and just watching them have fun and being together, because at home, it's like my daughter and my granddaughter going here, like work, taking her to work, or, some sports activity. And then my daughter and my older granddaughter doing something, related to her. So the only time they're all three together is when they go out to dinner, which my daughter cooks and bakes a lot. So they don't go out to dinner a lot. So that was the best part of the trip, is being with them and just kind of standing back and watching everything, that they do. That was really nice. So that was a nice trip. So we were gone from Saturday, August 1st, came home Wednesday, August the 5th. And then the retreat was August the 6th, Thursday, till yesterday. So it's been nonstop for me. My neighbor, before, about a week and a half before San Diego, she had some problems with someone broke into her home. She doesn't live next to me, or she lives in another building, but I've known her for 15 years, and she had been taken to the hospital. And someone broke in, and it was an inside job. They knew she was gone, so we know who did it. So I've been helping her. I've taken her to the bank that week and a half 3 times. I took her to, she has T-Mobile, so we had to go get a new phone. She wanted a flip phone, so that was another 3-trip visit. to figure out what kind of phone she wanted. She's in her 70s, so technology is not her thing. So we did get a phone for her. She got a phone. And I took her to a doctor appointment. So, and just checking on her every day to make sure she was okay, and you know, making sure she had everything she needed. So that was very time consuming, but I would do it all over again. You know, that's what we are to do, help people in need. And that's what I do. Not just with her, but I try to be helpful to everyone. So that was quite overwhelming for me by the end of a week and a half, and I was glad to be leaving for San Diego. So that has been what's going on these last, I guess now 3 weeks. So things have calmed down. I did touch base with her when I got back, and she has the Department of Aging coming in, and hopefully they can find her a place to stay. She's going to get Meals on Wheels. Yeah, because she really needs to be in some type of an apartment in a senior high-rise or a senior building. So she's pretty much, I think, on her way to good things. And yeah, but it was very busy and overwhelming for her and for me. So, but anyway, I'm glad that she's better and that things seem to be working out. So that's the end of my story. We're at 36 minutes. So if you stayed for the whole thing, thank you for staying with me and watching till the very end. Maybe you've been through a similar situation with an elderly person, you know, and you can relate. So, you know, we don't know what's in store, but it's always nice to have people helping us out. That's it for now. So I will come back to you. I always say when I'm going to come back to you, but I'm not going to, because it never happens. Something always comes up. I will say I hope in 2 weeks, because I hope to have a lot to show you. I plan on doing a lot of stitching, and because I wasn't able to do a whole lot with everything going on. So yeah, I hope to have a lot of stitching done when I come back to you again. So thank you for watching, and I don't know what else to talk about. So I appreciate you watching me and liking my videos. And if you're not a subscriber, maybe you'd like to subscribe. Leave a comment, because I always reply. I think only once or twice maybe I missed a comment, but catch up quickly with that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I wish everyone a good week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I think that's it. So until next time, have a good week, everyone. Bye.